Okay. Okay, so apologies. I think we had a couple of audio issues just a second ago, so I'm just going to take you from the top now. So my name is Andy. I'm from Target Transfers, the leading heat transfer manufacturer in the UK. And I'm just going to run some really simple things to start off with about our EasyView online assistant. But we've got some really cool new features that we've just introduced literally today. So don't worry if you're new to heat transfers, it's the first time you've had anything to do with us. I'm going to make it very easy for anyone to follow. And so that it's going to show you just how easy it is to get started with heat transfers. Because we know all of you expect a simplified ordering process. You don't want to be spending all of your time phoning us up, sending emails. You just want to be like, I've got a job, here's my artwork, go on to our website, hit order, and that's it, you're done. So you can move on to your fulfillment of that order, or doing some sales, some marketing, things that can really add value to your business. And this service is available for all of you 24 hours a day, 365 days a year. You could even order on Christmas Day if you really wanted to. For those that are new to heat transfers in general, this is a really easy and affordable way to decorate garments and make a profit. And this is for businesses that are just starting out. But a lot of businesses that are already established can make some really big profits by switching to heat transfers. They are the softest way to get a decoration onto a t-shirt. So let me just show you one of these real quick so you can see the color of this is unbelievable, but it's also really thin and soft, so it feels like part of the garment. So when your customers are wearing it, they think, oh, this is such a premium product, it feels really nice, they really enjoy it, and they'll come back to you time and time and again for those products. And it's really, really easy to do. You don't need to spend tens of thousands of pounds on a printing machine. And I'll show you today how you can actually just place your cheapest order for just £21. So really, really easy to get started. And this is why it's the fastest growing, most scalable process for any garment decorators, big or small. Because the only equipment you need is a heat press. And if you're interested in heat presses, you can go onto our YouTube channel, and there's lots and lots of videos on that. We've got some really great tutorials on just how to pick the right heat press, how to use a heat press, going from every single point of it. From starting out all the way through to expert level. We did one a couple of weeks ago when we did advanced heat printing and showed you everything you need to know about that. So if you're thinking about starting a garment decorating business, we've got something for everyone. And the great thing is that heat transfers only take 12 seconds to apply. They come to you on this magic heat transfer paper, just like that. You cut out your designs you want to fuse, place them under heat press, give a quick pre-press, and apply for 12 seconds, and then that design is on there forever. It will outlast the garment. It's going to look good wash after wash. So it's really easy to get started. And because we're part of Group Style, we are you're getting your products from the world's leading heat transfer manufacturer. So this is the best transfers any company could buy, big or small. You're getting the same high quality transfers as the world's leading brands. So really, really good product and really easy to start. These are all manufactured in Braintree in Essex. Literally the other side of the wall behind me, there is a factory where we spend all of our days making those heat transfers perfect for all of you. So let me get started with this. I'm going to show you everything you need to know about EasyView and everything you didn't know even exists there that's going to hopefully make your life that little bit easier. And like I said, if you have any questions, please interrupt me. If you'd like me to walk through something again, I'm more than happy to do so. Just leave a comment and I'll be happy to answer that for you. So I'm just going to share my screen with you. So now you can see our website. This is custom.targettransfers.com. And this is where you can find our EasyView online ordering system. So this is going to have absolutely everything you need to know to start a successful heat transfer business. So when you head to the website, we try and make it really, really nice and easy for you. All you need to do is pick from the products available. So our products are categorized as 3 different types. So if anyone that's not sure about this, I'll keep it really simple. 1 to 5 color heat transfers. This is something, if it's a block color, you'd like it to be Pantone match. It's a traditional ink-based transfer where we mix the color for you to your specification. That is, so normally we say it's between 1 to 5, but generally speaking, if it's between 1 and 3 colors, once you get to 3 colors, we tend to recommend picking the ultra color option just because you're going to get a better price point and it'll be more profitable for your business. But we can do 1 to 5. Anything more than that, it's just you're not going to get as good a finish that way. It starts to get a bit expensive. So we say we'll switch to ultra color. We want to save you some money. So I'm going to go through all of these options and how to make the most of them. So you've got 1 to 5 color. We've got Ultra Color, which is a full color heat transfer. This is no limits, no pricing difference depending on how many colors you've got. You can have tones, gradients, everything you need from your design. We can cover it. And all of these transfers are just as good at washing, have incredible detail. So you don't need to compromise on any of your artworking anymore. You've got absolutely everything you need to know. And then over here on the right, we have our Ultra Color Max, which is our direct-to-film offering. And I'll go through each one as to why and when you should order each one as well. So that way you can pick and choose the right weapon as and when you need it. We also have sub-blocker versions of the 1-5 color and the Ultra Color as well. So if you're decorating onto garments that have been heavily dyed, we do have options for you if you want to make sure there's no bleed through. You want to protect your design, especially if you're doing like white transfers onto pink nylon. You want to make sure you've got a blocker layer in there. We have those options available for you as well, and there's no difference in terms of ordering. It's just really, really nice and simple. Just pick the one you want. We add a blocker in. Still feels really nice and soft at the end, so your customer would never know the difference. So I'm going to start from the beginning for you. I'm going to go through 1-5 color screen printed heat transfers. So really, really simple. Once you decide which product you want, is it 1-5 color? Is it full color? Is it direct to film full color? Click on that. Then it's going to take you through to the layouts page. And this is a really important question that you need to ask yourself. And there's a logic behind the layouts. And you can see from the icons on all of these that they're all based around traditional heat printing sizes. So I know, especially for some of you that are new to this, you're like, well, what size should my transfer even be? And you want a little guidance on that. We've separated out a few different layout options. So depending on what type of print you're trying to do, these are all based around maximum size for those print areas. So if you're doing a left chest or neck label, hat print, I want to try and guide you to make sure that you can get the best possible results. So that means that no matter what size t-shirt you're putting your design onto, it's always going to look good. So we've developed these sizes based around traditional heat printing sizes for you, but we've also got some bigger prints as well. So if you want to go really big and bold, you've got options there no matter what you want to do. And in terms of picking which size you want to do, it's really, really simple. So all you need to do is just pick the one you want. If you want your designs to be pre-cut already, say pick a 6x6, a 10x10, an A5, or if you want to do something which we call gang sheets, which I'm going to come on to later, it's really, really easy. If you want to put as many transfers as you want on one particular layout, you can do that too. And that's available on absolutely every single layout size. So we're not going to charge you extra for adding more designs onto any particular layout. Okay, so we just got a quick question at the beginning here. So Natalie would like to know, what are the restrictions on Ultra Color? We use fluorescent colors, so we don't think we can use those for that. So it's a good question, and it really depends. If you would like a special fluorescent ink, then it's best to go with the 1-5 color, because we have a special fluorescent ink set, which I will cover and show you how to find those later. And these are the boldest version of the fluorescent print you can get anywhere. But if your design is just fluorescent looking, like say for instance, I'll get a close up on the designs on my jumper here. These have a fluorescent look to them, and these look more fluorescent than most designs that you could find normally. Let me just make sure you can see that okay. So you can see the Ultra Color Max here. That's a really fluorescent looking, but that's just an Ultra Color transfer. So it's possible to get a fluorescent finish with Ultra Color if you're looking to have that fluorescent having tones and gradients as part of that. So the options are available there, and that's why I'd always say do some test printing. Like I say, you can do some really short run stuff like £21 for the minimum order, and that way you can find out which option is going to work best for you. But there's possible to do a version of fluorescent with each type of product. So let's start off by just picking the 6x6 centimeter option. So we could be doing a hat print or just a small print. And all you need to do is either add design or add text. Really, really simple. Most of you are going to be adding designs, and that's what I'm going to cover first. But I will get through to the how to use the text option as well, because there's some good things you can do with that too. So you click Add Design, Add Screen Printed Heat Transfer Design. And at this point, you can either upload a new image, or you can find one in your artwork folder. So these are a few that I've already done recently. Let's click that one, and it'll tell you it's an EPS file, which is great because 1 to 5 color transfers, it really needs to be EPS, PDF, or SVG to get the best results. So I'm just going to click that. When it first loads up, it tells you what it expects the color to be. And it says, I think it's going to be white. And that's correct on this instance. But it's also going to give you a large array of all sorts of colors that you could possibly want. So we'll cover how to pick different colors in a sec. Let's get to the layout area. And you can see here, straight away, it knows it's a really big design I've uploaded. So it's going to it's telling me, the Easy View Assistant is trying to alert me to the fact that I need to make this design a little bit smaller because I've made the design too big for a 6x6. That's what I mean about it being your kind of virtual assistant. It's always there to try and help you along the way. So if you're ordering out of hours, you don't need to worry about asking questions to us. You can be like, what does Easy View think of my design? Is it high quality? And there's lots of different ways we can help you with that, which I'm going to cover as part of this as well. So let's make it a little bit smaller. And straight away, that message has gone away. It's happy. It knows that it's going to print perfectly from a size point of view. So you have your transfer design here. And what else might you want? You might not necessarily want it in white. You might want it to be a different color. So for your sake, Natalie, I'm just going to tell you how to get a fluorescent color. So if you start typing fluorescent, it comes up with some ready mixed fluorescent colors. And these are bespoke and exclusive to Target Transfers here in the UK. These are ones that we've specially developed to get that true fluorescent finish for you. And for those of you that are already using our fluorescent colored Sports Film Extra or Premium Plus heat transfer vinyl, you know just how great they look. These are actually a perfect match to all of those colors. So let's pick fluorescent pink. And you can see straight away, it changes the design to be fluorescent pink. And that way, in a couple of clicks, you've got fluorescent ink designs at your fingertips. And that's just how simple it is to upload a one-color design and have any color you want. There's already over 500 Pantones preloaded to the designer, but we can add as many as you want. So if you have a special Pantone that you're developing for yourself or for one of your clients, and you would like that color to be available, just send us an email, phone us up and be like, can I have whatever Pantone it may be, and we can always mix it for you. We'll add it to the list, and then that way it'll be there for you when you next need to order. But what I'd like to show you now is just how you can manipulate lots of different parts of this so that you can get the perfect option. Because you might be like, actually, I want it to be a bit bigger or smaller. Easiest way to do that is you can just select the top of your design and drag it to be whatever size that you want it to be. Really nice and easy. Or if you'd like to be really specific about what size you'd like it to be, like actually I have a particular design size I'd like it to be, or my client that I'm doing some work for has specified it needs to be, let's say, 5.5 centimeters. So you can go click on the design, click on the centimeters sizing at the top left here, and you can manually type out the size. So that way you know, yeah, it's 5.5 centimeters. So that way you know it's going to be perfect size. We always print your artwork to specification. So if you say it's got to be 5.5, it's going to be 5.5. Really nice and simple that way. What you see on this screen is essentially your proof. So if you're happy with it on here, our designer's got some really clever things going on in the background. So that means that we just print it exactly how you say it will be. You say size, color, whatever you need it to be. We always follow your specification to make sure you've got the perfect print. But there's lots of really good things you can do within the designer as well, in case you need to manipulate it a bit more. Would you like to center the image horizontally? So that means when we cut the designs down for you, it's going to be perfectly centered within that square. We can do that for you as well. If you would like to flip it, we can do that for you as well. Should you have perhaps uploaded it the wrong way around, you can just flip it around in the design here. And I should note at this stage, especially for those that are used to doing heat transfer vinyl, just upload a design as you would like to see it. Don't worry about do I need to upload it in reverse because you're used to using like Graphtec or Silhouette to cut it out, and in that instance, because you're using vinyl, you would do it in reverse. What you see on the screen here is your specification, so we do not expect you to have to upload it flipped and around for us. We just say, if this is what your design wants to look like, we will print it for you. So if you did upload it flipped, we would try and stop you. One of our studio team would probably look at that and be like, I'm not sure about that. I don't think you actually want that. And we just give you a quick email and say, you sure about that? But make sure you just upload it how you want it to be, because there will be times when it's really busy and we can't check absolutely everything. So you've got lots of different ways of manipulating your design. So that means that no matter if you've not designed it quite how you want it to be, you can always make those final changes in the EasyView online system. Or if you'd like to rotate it around, you've got lots of options here. So you can spin it around in case you want to have it on a particular angle within your layout. Whatever it is that you want it to be, you can manipulate it to your specification. So just to run through that again, I'm going to delete that off, upload another screen design. You just click, once you're on your layout, so you picked a layout that works for you, click Add Design, and then you just pick one that you like. So let's pick a different one this time. Pick that one. Select Design. Thinks it's white, so we'll upload that. Make it a bit smaller. And we'll just change the color. So like I say, if you can search for fluorescent or a color name, or if you know exactly what the Pantone is you want it to be, search for the Pantone number. It'll be there waiting for you. But obviously, if you're using something like this, which is a lighter color, and we've used it's on a gray background here, so the gray doesn't print, obviously. But we know that sometimes you need a bit of a proofing assistant. You upload your designs like, well, what does it look like on a colored background? I'm going to be printing on yellow t-shirts. I want to make sure it looks right. We've got you covered too. So all you need to do is click Fill Background over here. And then you can just pick a red or a yellow, and it will change the background so you can create a proof of what this design is going to look like on the end product that way. So if you've got yellow t-shirts with blue ink, 291C, you can see a kind of a representation of what it's going to look like at the end. So that way, if you might be like, actually, I wish it was a bit of a darker blue. It's not going to look quite right in yellow. Maybe it needs to be 2384C. That's fine as well. And for anyone that's never used Pantones before, it's really, really easy to get started. I mean, one, it might just be that you just like, actually, do you know what? I just like that red color. That's what it'll be. And every time you order the same design, I'll show you how to reorder later. You just be able to click reorder on that one, and it'll print exactly the same ink color every single time. Or you can go online and you can buy a Pantone book, which has every single Pantone available. And that way you can just be like, okay, you can specify to us, actually, it needs to be 291C. And then we'll be like, okay, no problem, we'll print that for you. So really, really easy. And just to reiterate, this yellow color on the background will not print. We only print the design. It's yellow. The background fill is purely just to help you and make your life easier. So you really don't need to worry about that. Something else that you might want to do, say you're putting, you might want to create a gang sheet. So let me show you how to create a gang sheet. So I'm going to go back to the beginning here for you and walk you through this. So it's really, really easy. All you need to do, again, is pick your product. So why don't we do an ultra color one this time? So let's pick ultra color. You've got exactly the same 8 layouts here. So you've got 6x6, which you were just using. But I'm going to show you what happens if you want to create what we call a gang sheet. It's essentially a loaded sheet full of heat transfers. That means you can start to bring your cost down a bit. So it's a really great option for you, especially when you're first starting, is to pick an A3 sheet here. So let's say I want to do A3, pick A3. I'm going to click Add Design again. Exact the same process, no matter which transfer type you're using. So you can mix and match your orders. That you might want to have some one color stuff, some ultra color stuff, and that way you've got your design files here. If you're with ultra color, you can use a few other options. We always recommend UPS, but if you wanted to use PNG or JPEG for ultra color, that's also possible. A high res PNG can look really good sometimes as well. Just make sure you're saving at 300 DPI. That's really, really important. Because otherwise your artwork won't look very good when it's printed. So again, you just pick your product. Let's just pick that one. I'm going to use a PNG this time and upload your design for you. And you can see, yeah, that looks good on that. But what happens if you accidentally saved it in the wrong format? You haven't saved it high quality, and you're like, how do I know if I have or I haven't? The customer's just sent me this artwork and asked me to print it. Well, that's when the EasyView Virtual Assistant comes into play. So you can see that at the moment it's 15.89 by 18.4, but they want it to be bigger than that. What happens if I make it bigger? That's when the EasyView Assistant comes in to help you, because the design was obviously created probably close to 22 by 25. So when it starts to get too big, it's going to start to blur when it's printed at the end. So you can see here, the image has been resized to the point where it might appear blurred. So we're trying to help you, because we don't want to add any extra steps in your process. We don't want you to have to wait for us to come back to you and say, yeah, that artwork's okay. We want you to be able to have an instant answer, and that's when the intelligence of EasyView comes into play. It means that you can look at this and be like, okay, the artwork's not right. I'll go back into Photoshop or wherever you're designing it and be like, okay, I need to restructure that. I need to double check I've saved it 300 DPI. Maybe I need to make it a bit bigger. So that means that you're going to get a perfect, nice, crisp, bright transfer as an end result. So let's delete that one because we know it's poor quality. We'll add a different design in. So really, really nice and easy. Let's pick that nice, colorful ultra color. But what I'm going to show you this time is what happens if you want to put loads of transfers on a particular sheet, or you've got lots and lots of them, or you want to mix and match some designs. It's really easy. We're not going to charge you anything extra to have as many designs as you could possibly want. So all you need to do, if you want to have other designs on there, just click add again. Add another one on there. Select design, and you can start to build a layout with as many designs as you could possibly want. So it's really, really easy for you to put lots and lots of designs on here. So let's put, what else have we got? Let's put a Christmas design on there as well. So just like that, you can start to put as many designs on there as you could possibly want. But you might have multiples of the same one. So it's going to be really, really easy. All you need to do is select a design. And over here, you've got copy. You either do copy all or copy selected. I always go copy selected. Hit paste. And just like that, you've got lots of them. So you can hit paste again. You can add another one. So that it means that no matter how many you want to order, or what kind of, if you're putting multiple jobs together. So we always recommend kind of trying to gang other work. So not just a case of like, okay, I've got one customer's ordered all this. What happens if you've got two customers? Put them both on there. Split the layout between the two of them, and that way you can start to bring your cost down. So for instance, I'm just going to put loads more designs on here, just so you can see a full EasyView layout filled with transfers. So let's put another one of those on. Let's put some more of that on there. So again, copy, selected, paste. Let's put another one there. So at the moment, now we've got, let's put one more on there. We'll do a tiny one of that as well. So when we talk about gang sheets and why you should do them, and what is the reason for doing it, especially when you first started, is that you can save a lot of money. So in this instance, doing a minimum order of 10 on ultra color, and that's £5.97 per sheet. someone watching along is calling out my gang sheet ability again. I think it seems to be a running theme on these live events. But even just by doing a very basic gang sheet, like I have done here, this is entry-level gang sheeting. It means that what you can do is you've got a minimum order of 10 sheets, so you're going to get 10 exactly the same with this. Each one's going to cost you £5.97, so £59.70 total to have 10 of these printed for you. But the great thing is I've managed to put 10 designs on here. So what that means is the actual price per transfer has gone from £5.97 to 59p. So it means that straight away, even at the lowest ordering amount for Ultracolor, you can bring your price down to 59p or even less. I mean, if you're more advanced, like Philip is in the chat, you could perhaps get it close to 10 or 20p. It's really, really that easy to make some cost savings, which is obviously everything at the moment. But the great thing is, if you eat more, the more you order, the cheaper it's going to get, even for gang sheets. So like I said, you can see on that, I added all the designs on, and at no point did that price go up. It was always the same price. We always say it's your layout to do with it as you wish. So that means that no matter how many you order, we're not going to charge you anything extra. In fact, if you order more layouts, we're going to charge you less money. So in here, you've got the quantity number. And every time you start going up in different quantity breaks, you're going to see that number on the right there, that 59.70 is going to start changing price. I changed it to £25. The price per transfer sheet has gone from £5.97 each to £4.47. Just like that, just by going up from 10 to 25, a really small step up, and you've already saved £1.50 per sheet, just like that. But if you order 50, I'm down to £4.16 again. So this is not a big order. If you've got a big order from one of your clients, and as you know, you could get lots more designs on there than I've done. I've just done it as a 10 because it's easy for me to do the multiplication per transfer that way. So you've just by ordering 50, you've gone from 59p per transfer to 41p per transfer. Only a small step, and immediately you've managed to save close to 20p per item that you're doing straight away. But what if you had an even bigger order? So you've got 100. It's not, again, it's only, and it's not a massive amount, but it's a decent order still, but £2.87 at this point. So it's basically gone in half just by going from a minimum of 10 to 100. So now you're looking at 28p each one of these. So when you factor in, you could be paying between, let's say, £2 and £4 for a t-shirt. Your actual materials cost of t-shirt and transfer could be between £2.20 and £4.20. So that's really how easy it is to make a profitable product by using heat transfers. And the great thing is all this pricing is really transparent for you. So it means that no matter what time of day it is, if you're working into evenings or the weekend and you're like, I wonder what my job will cost, it's always going to be here for you. So no matter where you are in the world, you can order heat transfers to be delivered in 2 days. Everything that I'm going to show you today, there's no exceptions on how many you order, what colors you use. It will always be a 2-day turnaround. So even if you were to put, let's say, what happens if I put 1,000 of them, £1.97, or if I order 10,000, £1.88, so 18p each. So it's really, really easy to start making some cost savings with heat transfers. And these don't have to be, you could have, I've seen customers of ours that have put 70 different transfers on one of these, 70 different logos. They ordered 100 and managed to get 7,000 transfers for £287, which is astonishing savings. So they're making some really, really great profits that way for their business. So this is, the gang sheet is something that's really popular, and we always recommend to customers of all sizes. The most important thing if you're going to go down the gang sheet route is to make it easy for yourself when it arrives. So For instance, in this instance, you want to make sure you've got enough room to cut easily. You don't want to make all these cost savings and then spend all your time cutting out transfer designs. That's not going to be the best use of your time. So make sure that if you are going to use a gang sheet, you make it in a grid pattern. So it's got a couple of very easy scissor cuts. So it only takes you a couple of seconds, and that's it, you're done. You can apply it under heat press for 12 seconds, cut the next one, and keep moving on. That's how easy it is to do. Okay, so if we've not got any questions on that, I'm just going to show you how to use the text functionality. So I'm going to delete a couple of these off. Get rid of that one. Excuse me. Delete that off and delete that one. Get that up there. So it might be that you just want to use our text functionality because you're doing some slogan tops and you're like, okay, I need to do some slogans. The great thing is we've already uploaded loads of font options for you. So no matter what design top you're doing, you can just start without, if you're not very good at designing, but you've got a great idea for a t-shirt and it's just, you're just going to have text on it, we can do that too. So all you need to do is click add text, ultra color text. So that's some text on our screen. As standard when you first do it, it's just an open sans font in red, but you've got so many different options for you. All you need to do at this point is just pick whichever font you want. So you've got some serif fonts. So you've got loads and loads of different options. I mean, there's hundreds in here. So no matter what your audience is, you've got an option for them. You just keep scrolling through until you find one that you're like, oh yeah, I really like the look of that one. So, I mean, I'm literally hundreds on here. So no matter what your audience type is, you're always going to be able to find an option that they're going to like. So you can pick that one. You can change the color. And because you're an ultra color, this instance. So if you're doing screen, you can pick any of the Pantone inks at this point, including some really nice shimmer ones we've got in there at the moment. And you literally, if you know what the color wants to be, just click, yeah, I want that to be green. Just like that. You can start making slogan tees. That's all it takes to use the text designer. Literally add text. Type out what you want. Pick a nice font. So let's see what else we've got in here. Even like the most detailed ones are not going to be a problem for us. Pick the design you want. Make sure it sits in the page still. Pick a color. Let's do a blue one this time. And that's it. Really, really nice and easy. Just use text fonts. And you can move it around. So if you want it to be on a bit of a slant when it comes to you, or you want it to go in combination with one of your designs, you can manipulate it as much as you want to that way. You can do things with the text shape, which are quite cool. So say someone's giving you a logo, but you would like the text to kind of manipulate around it. So let's move that one out of the way. You can have them in combination with one another. So that way they can make, I mean, obviously you wouldn't use that one, but you've got lots of options to manipulate this text to look really good for your end customer. So really, really easy for you to use. And this will take EPS, PNG, PDF, all the main file formats. And if you've never used EPS before, but you have Illustrator or CorelDRAW, you literally just hit File, Save As, and pick EPS as your file format. That's all it takes. And the other thing as well is if you're perhaps a fulfillment customer, but you don't have Illustrator or Photoshop, someone sends you some artwork and you want to see what it looks like. If it's an EPS file, you can just upload it in here and you can see what it's going to look like as a transfer. So you can spot those mistakes that a customer may have made before it even gets to the transfer process. We want to make your life as easy as possible. So, and like I say, there's really, really easy to work out what the cost can be because there's no hidden costs here. We're not going to sting you for artworking charges. We're not going to charge you extra for using a bigger layout like this. Just really, really nice and simple. So something else I just wanted to show you. So once you're happy with that, you would just hit buy, add it to your cart. So let's walk out. Let's go through the checkout for you. You can see just how easy it is. I'll take that one out. That's one from earlier. Go to the checkout. And it's really simple. You've got a couple of payment options. You can pay by PayPal checkout or just check out normally. Once you hit checkout, just pop your address in. Proceed to shipping. So then we've got loads of different options for you. So standard is just DPD next working day. So once it's manufactured, we'll send it to you next working day. So that way you can get it really nice and quick. But if it's a real rush job, I need it in the AM, I need it even before 10:30, or if I want it to be on a Saturday, or even if you want it collection, you can do that too. So if it's a real rush and actually I'd like to come and collect it from Braintree just to save a bit of time, the customer's really dropped this urgent job on me and I need some help, just come and collect it. We'll have it ready for you in that quick turnaround time, and that way you can get to that job and get it sorted out without any hassle. Some other options you have at this point, if you want to give it a job name, so that way when you come and do some reordering or you want to cross-reference the job when it comes in, it might be that you call it, okay, that's the job I did for Target Transfers. So that means that, say if you're ordering but you're not actually doing the application, it means that one of your colleagues can pick up that order and be like, yeah, Target Transfers, I know which job that's for. Something that we always recommend doing as well is let us know which garment your transfers are going to be applied for and just leave a note in here. The reason we do this is this is to kind of save you from yourselves, really. We are obviously artworking and transfer manufacturing experts. That's why we're the biggest in the UK, and as part of Styles, the biggest in the world. But we always want to make sure that you're making the best decisions for your product. So that's why I know that I'm going to put it onto red nylon. And but I've just ordered a standard transfer. It means that we can flag to you that we might recommend, in this instance, you need to use a sub blocker transfer, or just little things like that. So we always say it's best practice. Let us know what's going on because we can always do the other little bits and pieces in the background to make sure your transfer looks the absolute best it can be when you're applying it. So if you can let us know, we can always make sure we either stop you from making a mistake or just make sure we can help you, because we always want to make sure that you're happy and your customers are happy. So always leave a note in there, even if it's just going on to white cotton, always best, just as a good practice. And once you've done that, you literally just click proceed to payment method, and that way you can just pay on credit card or by bank transfer, and that's it. Really nice and simple. So once you've actually got your design, it only takes a couple of minutes at absolute most, and then 2 days later you're going to get your heat transfers, and you can apply them as and when you need to. So really, really nice and simple process. And if you store the transfers in the bag, they're going to last a long, long time. So if you're just starting out, you need to use them over a period of time, that's not going to be a problem either. So that's just how easy it is to upload those designs. But what happens if you already ordered from us and you want to see what you've already done? We've got that covered too. So you can just go to My Account, and you can see things like, you can see your profile, you can see your activity, you can check your billing and shipping address, you can change your password if you need to over here. You can do things like, okay, if we created a quote for you, it will appear here. You can see past orders you've made, so that way you can see things you have and haven't done. You can look for your design, so that way you can say, if you've uploaded that design, or if someone's ordering on your behalf, you can upload a design and it'll be there when they need to order. They can cross-reference by the artwork name that you've given it. So you've got this whole library you can call upon whenever you're making your next transfer. So let's say you're doing some Christmas transfers, but you might not need them again for another 9 months. They'll still be there waiting for you. Just make sure you keep logging in, uploading your designs, and everything can be stored here indefinitely for you. So that's just how easy it is to go back and find your old work. Or if you're just doing a straight reorder from an old job, you can just go and find it, view, hit reorder, and it will just find all that artwork for you and add it to the checkout. Really nice and simple. So if you're just reordering, you can probably get that done in about 30 seconds, to be honest with you. Just like that, it's added it to your layout, and you're good. You can click order and go on about doing your business. So there's one more transfer product I just want to quickly touch upon. That's Ultracolor Max. This is available in a jumbo gang sheet. So one of the questions we get quite a lot is, when should I order which transfer type? And it's really simple. If you're just ordering, you just want to order one Ultracolor Max. That's minimum order of one, £29. Really nice and simple. And it's really great if you're doing sampling, or if you've got lots of different logos and they're personalized, and you just need to order one of each, and you want to fill a giant jumbo gang sheet. That's the best one. Once you get to the point of when you're ordering two or more, so that may be like £58, that's when we say switch to one of these, because as you saw with the Ultracolor pricing, it's really, really scalable. So the more you order, so anything, once you get to minimum order of more than two Ultracolor Max DTF sheets, it's much more affordable to use Ultracolor. You're going to get the absolute best prices that way. And that's what we want to be very transparent about you and say, this is how you can make the most profit for your business. If you're doing more than 10, it's use these products every single time, because you'll get the best price for your business, you'll get the best profit margin, and you'll be more successful. That's really, really as simple as it is. So, and with a 55 by 55 centimeter gang sheet, because of a different process, we can offer a jumbo gang sheet. Again, you just add an Ultracolor design and just keep building and building as you did before. Really nice and easy. Just upload your designs and just build it and build it. So this is 55 by 55 centimeter sheet. And as you can see, you can order one. But it's important to note you don't get the same price savings as you order more and more. So like when we did with the Ultracolor, the more I ordered, the cheaper it got. It stays the same price for direct to film transfers. So that's the three different transfer types. So that is, go back to the beginning for you. So 1 to 5 color, Ultracolor, and Ultracolor Max direct to film. So if it's between 1 and 3 colors, we'd probably recommend here. Anything more than 3 colors, in all honesty, I go straight to Ultracolor. And this is where you get your tones and gradients and special finishes like that. If you want it to be Pantone matched, pick 1 to 5 color and tell us what Pantone it needs to be. And if you're ordering just one, then use Ultracolor Max. But if you're ever stuck, we have a help center. You can either go back and watch this video, or you can watch loads of our other videos we've done, and you can see all your questions answered that way. So no matter what you need, we've always got help there for you. If you can't remember what artwork types to use, they're here in the help center. If you want some help setting up a Photoshop file, we've created a special video for you. If you want, again, you want a little bit more advice about which transfer to use, we've got you covered here. Again, we're trying to stop you from reordering, mirroring your artworks. You don't need to do that. You want to check payment types, anything you need to know. What heat press should I use? Go to the heat press recommendation area. So there's a help center which will teach everything you need to know about ordering heat transfers and being successful doing it. If you prefer to have your pricing in a grid format, we have also done a special page for you. So again, if you would like to be like, hey, take this to one of you could print this off and take it to one of your customers. So if you haven't got the laptop in front of you and you want to be able to reference the pricing, so depending on how many I order, what will it be, you can just go to this page and print it off and take it with you. And you can get a full transfer brochure here as well, should you want one. Every step of the way, there's always going to be help for you. So no matter what you need, we've got you covered. One of the other things we have as well, we've got some really great free downloads for you. So anyone that's doing Levi's designs, getting ready for the big rush starting in January, we've got a new template for you. We have lots of content around Levi's on our YouTube channel. And about a month ago, we did do a full breakdown of how to do this design work. So this, you do need to do in Illustrator or CorelDRAW, any way you can save an EPS format, but we did a full walkthrough what happens when a school gives you some names and you want to be able to put into this number in a nice format so it looks great. So we did a single color. We've done full color levers designs as well. Everything you need to know about levers designs is here. Just make sure you're not weeding those with vinyl. Heat transfer is the way to go. And using our EasyView uploader, it's really, really nice and simple. We've got a couple of templates that are free for you to use. You just fill in this form and it'll be there for you. If you are a bit nerdy about gang sheeting like Philip and you'd like to make the absolute most of it, we have the Lean Logo formula here, which will give you some really great ideas about how to maximize it and how to use the right logic when creating a gang sheet. So it might be that you are doing one job with lots of designs for a particular customer and you want to maximize that, or if you've got multiple jobs together, if you're like, I'm not really sure how I need to approach this, we've got a special ebook that the Ellsworth brothers, Zach and Josh, have written for you, which has got some really great advice on how to really order transfers at the absolute professional level. But it's something that everyone can use from their very first order through to their current order. So make sure you download this. It's free, and it just helps you to level up everything you're doing with ordering for your business. But we also have something really cool which we're launching today. So this is something we've just uploaded this morning. We've added loads of new stock designs for you. So anyone that is already enjoying designing in our EasyView Assistant, we've got some more functionality for you. So we started to upload some new designs for you, and we've got lots more planned. So if you have anything that you think is missing from here, please drop us a message and say, it'll be really great if you could do this, that, or the other, and we'll do it for you. So I'm going to run through a couple of these because there's some really great additions here. One of the things that we noticed that a lot of our customers do, especially those that kind of take advantage of levers work, you do stuff for schools or trips, is starting to get prepared for a lot of it, especially in sort of February, March, April. A lot of spring trips will start to be happening. We know there's a lot of ski trips will be going on. Perhaps you might, even if it's just a case of like you're doing short run trips, people going on a holiday somewhere, or as a stag do or a hen do, anything that involves visiting a city as a group. We've got some really cool artwork for you. So I'm just going to pick one at random here. So let's go with Paris. So we've got some city ones and we've got some country ones here. And we made them really easy, and you can just present these to your customer. But we made them really easy for you to take advantage of this opportunity, because there's a big opportunity for school trips, university trips, any kind of trip anywhere that involves more than, say, 10 people. There's a chance for you to make profit. So we've created some layouts, really, really easy to use, full color design. So I'm just going to walk you through how to use these. So I'm just going to pick, let's go with A5. I'll pick A5 here. And then we have some customizable templates for you. So it means you could use the same design and go to like 10, 20, 50 different groups and just manipulate it so that it works for them. So let's say someone's going on a trip. Who's going on a trip? Target Transfers are having a tour to Paris. So all you need to do is just start typing it out, and we've built it so it will keep the curve perfect for you. So that way it's going to look good. The spacing looks great. The design integrity is kept every single part of it. So that's you can put, and you've got another line at the bottom here, which you can either use or not. So it just means you want to put, let's say it's EasyView Live. We're going on a live tour to Paris to show everyone how wonderful EasyView is. Just like that, you can manipulate one of these templates to be something that can work for you. And this is a really easy way to go and get more business next year. Go to every school you know, every college you know, anywhere, even if it's just a corporate client and you know that they've got to go to a show. you can put different things on here. So you can be any client could take advantage of this opportunity. All you need to do is pick your country or your city, just start typing text and changing it so that it's an option for you. We're seeing a lot of customers make some really good money because, for instance, we had a customer that ordered for a ski trip yesterday. So let's just change the text a bit because it's going to be a ski trip. Particular customer had it was a university trip. So let's say let's put Target University up here instead. In fact, we can even get some more text on that. Let's make it look even better. Target Transfers University, Easy View Live. But they found that actually this particular school had 350 people going on a ski trip. And they're going to use this print front and back. So that shows you that's only one school, and they're having that customers can be doing 350 hoodies. And we've covered, I think, at length the amount of profit that can be made from just a simple print on a hoodie. And let's say you've got 350 of those. £1.21 a transfer. So that's annually. These hoodies will be going at between sort of £25 and £35. And hoodie, you're looking at about £15. £1.20 a transfer, selling it for £25 to £30. That's a really nice markup. And this is something a lot of you can take advantage of next year because there's lots of these trips are about to start happening from February onwards. So use this time in December to contact your clients to start taking advantage of that. Exactly. We've got one of our recent guests actually on our podcast. So we've got 34 North there in the chat, and they had a fantastic story to tell us about some bobsleigh printing they were doing. So I mean, there's all sorts of so many trips next year, so many winter sports, or even just getting prepared for summer sports next year. There's so much opportunity in the touring market or anything that's going out of country because there's so many different places that are doing this. We'll just try to make it really easy for you. Just noticed I put a spelling mistake in there. Target Transfers University. That's all it took. Just like that, a couple of clicks, and you've got a really nice design. It's got multicolors in there. Really super simple for you to do. And we've got loads of these options. So I'm just going to take you back a step. So you can see we've got UK, we've got Berlin, Brussels, Rome, Amsterdam, Barcelona. So lots of different places that trips will be going on to. And we're going to be adding more of these all the time. So if yours is on there, get in touch, let us know, and we can always find room for all of you. We also have some really great options with regards to sport. I know a lot of customers who'll be watching live now are sports customers, and you might be doing a job for a football team or like a local area, and they've come to you and say, yeah, we need a new design for our transfers, or we're doing a special tournament. Can you help us out? You'd be like, do you know what? No problem. I've got you covered. So let's pick one of these, for instance. Let's do an A6. Let's do an A8 because this could be really good, like a sleeve print or something really small like that, where you just want to add a little bit of something extra. So let's change it to say football. And it could be, let's say, 2023 winners. So really simple, or it could be, let's say, it could be Braintree Rovers. Something really simple, but really, really easy for you to use. And these are just going to be available for you to be like, if you need, so if something comes along, I need some design inspiration, you're like, I'm not really sure where to start. You could just make a survey suggestion for them, or if they really like it, just be like, great, I'll have 100 of those, £1.8 each. Really nice and simple. You can take these to your local club, or it could be something like 2023 tournament. And it could be in addition to something they're already doing. So let's say you've got customers and you want to add something extra to their print, another print, there's another additional cost for you to charge them, more profit. Or if you wish, you can make, they're doing a particular tournament in the spring or the summer, or it could be they're going on a tour and you're just adding this to their existing tops that you're already doing for them, you can manipulate these designs to serve the purpose that will get you more business. So we're really, really pleased about these designs, and you can manipulate them here, or if you're, let's say you're already creating a gang sheet, you've already put some designs on there. So let's upload a couple of designs. So you've got some of your existing work on there. Let's upload a banner, and it doesn't take long to upload one. So you can see this is me doing a live upload, just how quick it is to do this. It'll take a few seconds to process it, and just like that, you can be working away. So it means that the whole process of ordering heat transfers is really, really easy for you to do. So once this is loaded up, I'm just gonna, so you can see here, yep, that's my artwork. I have the rights to that. Add it on. Let's make that a bit smaller. So that's what I mean. That can be high. It could be absolutely anything. You could put photo images on here if you really wanted to. But let's say you want to test out some of these new templates. Yeah, let's just add a football one on there. Let's pick any one of these. That one looks good. Click select design. It's just going to upload it on there as well for you. Make it a bit smaller so it fits in with everything else. So let's say the next gang sheet, you're thinking about offering this to customers. You just want to add it onto your next gang sheet. Just literally just click, upload your design, and you can see over here, you've got the text, you've got the colors, so you can manipulate it as much as you want. So let's edit this text a bit. So let's make it target, change the text. Actually, let's make that a bit smaller. So we can, let's say, work. So you've got a nice big bold print. Just going to change that one. Actually, I don't like that design. Find that. That's the one I want. Select design. Make it a bit smaller. And you can just say, okay, what we're going to call it. So you can just manipulate the text until you're happy with it. Lots of really cool designs on there. And like I say, these are all available for you to view in large over here. You can just keep adding them onto your designs. There's lots and lots already loaded. So you can see there's 222 sports badges for you to get started, to approach your clubs and teams with some ideas. So we're almost out of time here. I appreciate a lot of you are on your lunch break and you probably need to get back. So if we've not got any more final questions, then please, I think we've covered absolutely everything today. So we've covered how to pick the right transfer, how to get the best price points with all of these, when to order which one, how to manipulate the designs on the layouts, and how to find our brand new stock designs, as well as some templates which you can download for yourself. So if you have any questions, just send us an email, give us a call, send us a direct message on Facebook or Instagram, wherever you want to. We're always happy to provide more help for you. Whatever you need, we're always here for you. I'll just give one last plug for our event next week. Any of you that are, and we've been speaking transfers today, but any of you that are vinyl customers or thinking about adding vinyl to your options, we do have a fantastic live event next Wednesday. We've got a couple of tickets available. They're available for free. We're doing the Vinyl Summit. This is the first ever Vinyl Summit, which we'll be doing together with GraphTech. So it's everything you ever need to know about vinyl, the best machines, the largest vinyl range ever seen anywhere in the UK will be available here in the Innovation Centre live. So if you'd like to come and see a heat press in person, you'd like to come and ask more questions about EasyView, please be my guest. Just make sure you register ahead of time so we can find a seat for you. So that is it for today's live. Thank you very much for all of you for joining us. I really appreciate you taking the time, and we'll be back very soon with another live event.